Hey guys, stick around after the video and we'll talk about easy metal songs. So that was what I always wanted from Kittie, legendary Canadian metal band that has so many great albums, and I really don't think they get the credit they deserve. But we'll talk about Kittie a little later. Let's first talk about the idea of why we're talking about easy metal songs. Well, there are two main reasons. One, for intermediate and advanced players, learning easier songs can really help you, like, to keep the fun. You know, you get like totally involved into like learning a song that can take months to learn, and it gets frustrating. So having something you can pick up and learn really fast and have fun on is actually really gratifying. But the main reason we're talking about easy metal songs, a lot of beginner players have talked to me and they're like, yeah, I want to start guitar, I want to start to learn metal, and I want to learn this song. But that's great. But the problem is those songs usually take years of practice, unless you're like some prodigy. So, and metal tends to be really technical and hard. So it gets kind of like frustrating for beginner players that can't play, songs that are fun. You get stuck playing some crappy pop songs or like Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that. So it's not really motivating. So we need to think about, hey, there are simple metal songs, and focus on those songs and have fun learning the fundamentals, and, to challenge yourself to learn stuff that's easy and then go a little bit harder and like progress, So yeah, for the occasion, I brought this thing out, which is my Yamaha RGX 112 from the 1980s. So this is the first electric guitar that I bought myself. When I got it, it was already heavily modified with like DiMarzio high outputs. All the electronics have been redone. I had a luthier redo the fretwork. So this thing sounds pretty killer. Only problem is it's a short scale guitar with like a baseball bat of a neck. So, but it still sounds really amazing. So I thought it was fitting to take it out today. So let's start learning the song and have fun. So why did I choose what I always wanted from Kittie? Well, it's an easy song. There are no like super hard chords to play that are weird. It's all like standard bar chords and just a few palm mutes. So nothing crazy going on here. So what's the first riff? It's so 3 3 4 4 0 1. So when I say I mean an open string. So no frets. So 3 3 4 4 0 1. Second part of it is 3 3 3 4 4 0 1. So 3 3 4 4 0 1 3 3 3 4 4 0 1. That's it. And like I think the first 2 or 3 times when you get to the one, it goes. See, there's a pump after the one. So what you do is you do the one very quickly and then you palm mute it just a little bit. So you mute the strings with this part of your hand. So it goes. So it's sometimes it's something we don't want to do because it adds a little bit too much of a to the sound. But yeah, first few times. And then the rest of the times, it's really just open. Like this. So that's the first riff. Nothing complicated here. Second riff. Super easy, but what you're going to struggle with as a beginner, and one of the reasons why it's so cool to practice this song, is timing. So the riff is just 4, 0, 3, and then it starts over. So, and wait. That's it, and it starts over. But the thing is, that riff repeats quite a few times, so it's easy to like get lost in the timing. So you can downstroke it or you can strum it. See, it repeats. And what's important is to have the open string, so 0, ring out in between, like this. So super easy. Just try and keep it in time. So third riff. So that's it. So what is it? It's on the first string, but it's palm muted. All right, so 4 3. So palm mute, 4 3, and then you just play the 3. And after a few times of repeating that pattern, it ends with a 1 7. So Wait, so yeah, so a few times on 1 and twice for the 7. So 1 1 1 1 7 7. So that's it. Last riff we're going to learn is basically the breakdown riff. So it's super fun. So what you're going to do is 3 4, but we're not going to play both notes. We're just going to play the third one, and the next note, the fourth, we're just going to hit. So that's what we call a hammer-on. So like this. So then 2 palm mutes open, so no hand. 1, then just 1 palm mute, and we're starting over. So 3 4, palm palm, 1 palm, start over. So this riff in particular will get you to practice your palm mutes. So palm mutes are probably the funnest thing in metal, going like, you know, and you can go into weird patterns. You could have fun like just palm muting stuff for hours. So yeah, so if you learned all these riffs, you basically just learned your first complete metal song. So that is amazing. And playing songs from like beginning to end is so satisfying. I mean, you know, learning riffs is fun, but learning a complete song and being able to play it, you know, just rocking out to the tune, it's just the funnest thing in the world. So yeah, go learn this song, What I Always Wanted, from Kittie. So while we're here, let's talk a little bit about the album and Kittie, because I always talk about the music. So this was from their second album, Oracle, and they have a lot of great songs on that album. And one thing to note, you know, I don't think like Kittie gets the credit they deserve, of course. Mercedes Lander is an amazing drummer. Morgan and Mercedes are amazing songwriters, you know, and we have to remember that their first 2 albums came out when they were really young. So yeah, it's not like super technical, but it's really good. And it's really worthwhile noting that, you know, they had like this big success with their first album with Spit, and like people, managers, everyone wanted them to go like a little bit lighter and like be more accessible, more like quote unquote pop, you know, to sell more. And the girls like totally refused, and they're like, nope, we're going even more metal. So instead of like going into like this pop new metal style, you know, that was kind of popular, there was really good new metal, but there was definitely like pop new metal. So instead of going that way, they went heavier and really heavier. And so the album Oracle really reflects that, and there's some great songs on that, like In Winter, What I Always Wanted, you know, there are a few of them. So yeah, go listen to Kittie. And they just released an album in 2024 called Fire, and it is probably my favorite album of the year. Amazing album, super diversified by song. You know, every song doesn't exactly sound like the next one. And they're all like amazing. So yeah, if you don't know anything about Kittie, go listen to them and check out the latest album, Fire. It's an amazing album. And if you're a metal snob, like a lot of us are, and you're like, nah, Kittie sucks, go check out that album and keep an open mind. It's really, really good songwriting. You know, don't go in there, you know, thinking you're gonna listen to like Periphery or Animals as Leaders or something like that, where it's like totally djenty, shreddy stuff. No, it's just good songwriting and good songs. So yeah, on that note, nothing more to say except the usual Hail Satan, have fun, like and subscribe. Maybe, shameless plug, maybe buy some merch to help support the channel so I can afford to do more stuff and cooler stuff. But yeah, that's it. And go play guitar. And like I always say, don't be afraid to suck at guitar. The important thing is to have fun. So, everyone thinks they suck, even the greatest of players. The ones that know that they can get better usually do get better. So have fun. Just go play guitar. Hail Satan. Have fun. See you later, guys.